Welcome back, everybody, to more Legion beta coverage, and this time, thankfully, we've already unlocked the class halls, so at that point we don't have to worry about those quests anymore, and we can go straight to the artifacts, and this is the artifact quest for Balance Druids. As you can see with my big boomkin right here. So let's go ahead and claim our artifact.
What do you ask of nature?
From Rensar Greathoof.
Go with Cenarius' blessing.
So, the Balance artifact is the Scythe of Elune, and in case you can't tell from the coloring of my boomkin, I am the appropriate race for this particular artifact. But enough digressing. Let's go ahead and claim it.
Do you need my aid?
So, the Scythe of Elune. Held for safekeeping by Tyrande, the High Priestess of Elune, the Scythe of Elune carries a long and unsettling history for Druids. Tied to the origin of the Worgen on Azeroth, the Scythe is said to possess untold lunar power for the Druid with balance enough to keep control. We need only to convince Tyrande's people that you are worthy to keep it safe in the battles to come. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that one. And of course, excellent choice, Drak. With the power of that weapon in your hands, we will be able to bring balance back to Azeroth.
Walk in peace.
Illuminadori,
Oh.
I must speak with you at once.
Okay, so we're talking to Narlex.
Nature's
My
gift.
Scythe of Elune. I've received word that Tyrande herself has authorized the release of a great artifact, the Scythe of Elune, to aid our cause. Valoran Stillbow is agreed to give up the weapon, which he has kept as part of an investigation into the cursed Worgen of Duskwood. I believe that you, champion, will be our best hope at wielding its power without succumbing to the animal rage that ebbs within. You must go to Duskwood. You must go to Duskwood and take up the scythe against our foes. That's been a problem all day.
Light watch over you. The Dream Grove has its own gate to the Dream
Yes, it
Way.
does.
Through it, you can travel to the far corners of Azeroth.
Yep. So we're actually going to go ahead and go back into the Dreamway to use the Duskwood portal, because that's really where they're going to meet with us to claim the Scythe of Elune. Back into the Dreamway we go. And I believe Grizzly Hills, Feralus, Moonglade, Duskwood. Okay, so this is the one we want. So let's go ahead and head into Duskwood to claim the Scythe of Elune. I will admit, I've done this quest before, but I still love doing it. It's really awesome. It's a bit of a repeat from what we've seen, but you'll see in a second. So we meet over here to meet with Valoran. And Ballistra Starbreeze, who's also part of the Worgen starting area.
Our champion arrives. We have been sent by Tyrande, bearing a weapon that may turn the tide of this war. You must take up the Scythe of Elune, champion. May its power serve you
Agreed.
well.
Well met, champion. Are you ready for the burden you must bear? Yes. Its rightful place. Though it goes against my better judgment, it is Tyrande's wish that the Scythe of Elune be brandished once more against the new Legion threat. It is a small comfort to see it wielded by a keeper of the balance such as yourself. Know that the last time the scythe was wielded, it resulted in a great calamity. You must be vigilant to contain the bestial wrath that ebbs within. With those words in your heart, take the scythe and bring its fury against our foes. May the light of Elune protect you. Okay. Oh no!
The scythe belongs to Karazhan.
You freaking troll! Yes, it's Aridin from the Dark Riders. So we're gonna go face him again. Ballistra, it's okay. You helped me find balance. We will find the scythe. Valoran, that was a Dark Rider. But how did they reach us here? Under the protection of the Grove. A foe in the dark. I cannot believe the Dark Riders found us here. Long have they hunted the scythe to sate their lust for the artifacts of Azeroth. We thought we would be protected within the Grove, and now Valoran is gone. You must become the hunter, Drak. Seek the Dark Riders and recover the scythe. We last encountered them near Manor Mistmantle in Duskwood. Start your search there. And Drak, bring justice to the Valoran. The rider must pay. Agreed. We will make sure to do that. But it's time for us to go into flight form to take care of this. I was about to do this. You can tell I've actually done the recording for Drakfu at least a little bit today. I was about to say Drak Fu, and it didn't work. Alright, so we're going to go over to Matter Mist Mantle. So you're kind of seeing, this is a repeat of the Dark Riders. We're going to work with Revel Kosh again, kind of like we did with the Affliction Warlock. But that's kind of what happens with some of these, is that they are going to have kind of repeat areas, which I don't mind, because you still have unique stories being told during them. You know, Revel's not going to approach me the same way he would a Warlock. And here is Revel Kosh.
First the Nightbane are driven mad, and now a Druid comes to investigate Manor Mist.
Yes, Revel.
This can only mean the Scythe of Elune has returned to Duskwood, and the Dark Riders cannot be far behind.
Nope.
Tell me what you seek, Druid, and I may be of assistance.
Agreed. So I was correct, and the Scythe is your quarry. Know that in order to retrieve it, we must do what no denizens of Duskwood has ever attempted. We must hunt the Dark Riders. I have been tracking them for some time since my encounter with them while hunting down the Wolf Cult. They are a blight upon these lands, and they hold no right to the artifacts they hoard. If they wish to recover this artifact, we will need to find their lair. Fortunately, I may just have the clue we need. Okay? So following the curse. In my previous confrontation with your foe, I was able to see a glimpse into their past. Granted blessed vision by the Cloak of Purity, I saw the Dark Riders for who they once were. Come, we must go to Eridan's camp in Deadwind Pass. I can explain its significance along the way. Alright. Or Revel Cost.
And the Light's Venge. It seems you've been followed.
I've always
Dark
been
Riders.
followed. Why won't people leave me alone? Where's the Dark Rider? Revel. Revel? I don't see any Dark Riders. It may be that I was kind of caught mid-phase. Crap. Okay,
The
cool.
battle is won, but there will be more. Quickly,
Agreed.
to
Let's go.
Eridan's camp.
Here's hoping. You willing to go? Okay, let's go. Yeah, I remember when I did this the first time, it actually bugged out and I had to start up again.
The Dark Riders were not always like this. They were once a group of traveling merchants. Unfortunately, they crossed the Sorcerer Medivh, who cursed them to an eternity of hunting artifacts.
It did. Oh no!
Behind you!
Dude, you're 2 for 2, man. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no Dark Riders behind us. I think Revel's been drinking a bit too much.
Your skill in combat is impressive. We may yet survive
Yeah.
this.
Sure, dude. Whatever.
Eridan was the first of the Dark Riders, and I believe he leads them now.
Oh, that's creepy to walk into. Okay. Oh.
His camp is still in Deadwind Pass, strangely untouched after all these years. If my convictions are correct, the key to finding the Dark Riders, as well as the artifacts they still covet, can be found there.
Yes, they can.
Riders on our
Okay, let's see if you're 3 for 3. Oh, there we go. Okay, finally. We're going to have something to do. There we go.
Let us press on. We are nearly there.
Agreed, Rebel. Well, at least you weren't wrong this time. Keep going, keep going. We're coming up on the camp, I think. So yeah, it's a similar story, but we will have
Here, the camp is in this clearing.
we will have
Let us
deviations
search it.
from it. It just takes a little bit, at least for this one, to change around. So, okay, we are now in Eridan's camp. I'm gonna wait on searching things because I don't want to break it. Okay, Rebel. It's strange that the Dark Riders haven't followed us here, but I will take whatever boon I can get. I believe the key to finding the Dark Riders is here somewhere. Let us begin our search. So, disturbing the past. This place is where the merchant Eridan set up camp while he was trying to ply his dubious wares to the sorcerer Medivh. It has remained strangely untouched for all this time, which leads me to believe it may still have a connection to its former owner. Help me search the camp. Let's see if we can find something to lead us to the Dark Riders. Okay.
The light redeems.
Search the relic box. The relic box contains various magical-looking trinkets and baubles. That's not helpful. Compass. Okay, old and weathered. The boots are surprisingly nice condition, in nice condition for their age. Okay. The bedding in the tent has been undisturbed for quite some time, and the book. Oh no!
Fool! You will suffer for your trespass.
Oh, will I now?
Turn away now, interloper. The horrors of the past will be your undoing.
Oh, of course.
I think that means we're on the right track. See what you can find in that journal.
Let's do this, and boom. Alright, so the Burning Journal. Dark energy hums from the journal, which appears to be writings of Eridan, and chronicles his time in the Deadwind Pass. One entry in particular stands out. The Nightbane had become restless of late, and whispers are abound to the Scythe of Elune having left Darnassus. It must be coming nearer, for the Worgen are constantly drawn to it. They will lead me to it. Those cursed Night Elves think the weapon is safe in their care. They will soon find out how wrong they are. There we go. And let's talk to Rebel. We found our clue.
Let
The
me show you
Nightbane.
the light.
If they are in Deadwind Pass, then they may be seeking the Scythe as well. Let's split up and try to track them down. We'll see where their trail leads.
Go
And so this is where it deviates a little bit, where we actually had to find a compass to show us key areas as an Affliction Warlock. I think we have a new Affliction Warlock who's trying to start it up. We need to follow these paw prints, because the Worgen will lead us to the Scythe, for they are drawn to it as moths to a flame. Oh, and so now we have some Feral Nightbane Worgen. We just have to follow them. Don't get too close. I don't want to have them attack me. Oh, they disappeared. Well, that's okay, too. Hi there, Sky Shadow. Follow these Worgen. Oh, and a Feral Nightbane has decided to attack us. Let's take care of you really quick. And continue to follow the tracks. They are leading to Karazhan, strangely enough. But who knows, maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I'm not thinking this through. Okay, and even further into Karazhan, we have even more Feral Nightbane right up here. But we're gonna escape down the cliff towards Karazhan. Yep, kind of figured that's what was gonna happen. Whew, okay. Well, let's go ahead and hit a flight path, or a flight form, and get down here. So, there's Revel.
The Worgen led you here as well. This must be where the scythe is kept.
Yeah. Glad you're on the same page as me, Revel. Worgen appear to be drawn into the catacombs beneath Karazhan. The Dark Riders. This sewer gate leads to the catacombs underneath Karazhan. I've never paid it much attention, but it seems to be where the Nightbane are being drawn to. To think the Dark Riders may have been under our noses this entire time. Come, let us see where this leads.
The light. Go in ahead, Druid. I will join
Okay.
you inside.
So let's go ahead and go in. And, woo, graphical glitch. Okay. And here's Revel.
Take care. There is a dark energy emanating from the spirit
Of course there
this
is.
place. We had best not get too close.
And yet, this is not going to let us not get close, as Medivh's traps are now going to start activating. Oh, crap. Didn't want that to happen. Okay. Well, let's see if we can get out of here. We don't want to be blasted anymore like we have been. Is it just down here? Ah, save me! That'll work. See, I don't dare use Starfall in here, because I have before, and it didn't end well. Okay. But we should be nearing the bottom.
How far down is this place? These stairs seem to go forever.
That's because they do, my friend. That's why it's called an endless staircase, Rebel. Oh, oh boy. See if we can at least get Star Search going. Uh-oh, somebody's busted. And don't expect like an expert guide of this because I'm still trying to learn balance myself, so sorry guys, I'm not that kind of player. I'm still waiting for a guide myself from the best boomkins. Oh, this sucks. Oh, that sucked. Okay. Well, I'm gonna eat for a second. Here we go. Are we going here?
The way is blocked.
Intruders! You will go no further.
Okay.
Hold! Those spirits he's controlling look like they'll rip us apart. We have to figure out a way to get past without being torn asunder.
I agree. Do I have a blink anymore? Or... No, that was a talent, so I think they've actually removed it in this build. Alright, well, that's what bear form is for!
We should try to find a way to stop his channeling.
Mitigate some of this damage. Ouchies. Don't appreciate that, man. Uh-oh. Well, you can't cast that anymore, now can you?
Do not think you have won. Conservator, do your duty.
Oh no, it's a conservator. Let's take care of this guy. And there we go, the conservator is done.
Keep your guard up. I fear Aaron.
Of course he's not done, Rebel.
The artifact chamber's over here.
It is.
Is this the relic you see?
We need the scythe. Let's heal up a little bit, just in case it's trapped. Boom! Yeah, I thought so.
So this is what you're after. The artifacts of Karazhan belong here. And I will not allow them
Sure,
to be taken
Eridan.
away.
Whatever you say.
You have no right to these artifacts, fiend. They must be reclaimed in the name of the light.
Your light does not reach here, priest. If you want the scythe, Druid, come and claim it.
I already did come and claim it, buddy.
Quickly, after him. I will only slow you down.
And then you stole it from me. Let's go ahead and pull out a Starfall. Probably not the best idea here. Hi, Mr. Dark Rider. Eat a Star Surge! Don't care. Okay. So now that we've taken care of that, on to the next trial. It's okay. I'm healing myself. And now I can at least face this guy one-on-one. And boom. Okay. Let's take this guy down. Eat my Lunar Strike! There we go. And with that, we go into the exact same room we've been before with Eridan, except now we're fighting with the Scythe of Elune, so he'll have some interesting new abilities associated with the Scythe. But that's okay, because we've come prepared. Reaping the Riders, defeat Eridan.
You are a persistent one. Face the fury of the beast.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yes, throw out the scythe.
Very well. If you so thirst for the power of the scythe, then I will show it to you.
So all you gotta do is
myself.
just keep this guy
Trickery is this.
rooted and wail on him. You just gotta stay out of his blood reap, because it hurts. So just go ahead and root him. Because eventually the phase does end. At least I think it does. Yeah, there we go. So now he is stunned. And now you just wail on the guy. There we go.
I will.
Will you now, Eridan? Will you? Alright, let's go ahead and claim the Scythe of Elune. I have the power! Scythe of Elune.
It is done. The Dark Riders
Indeed.
are defeated. Now I can reclaim these stolen artifacts and return them to their rightful owners. You have proven an unexpected ally. The weapon is yours. Let us hope it can turn the tide in this war. The Dark Riders lost this battle, but I fear they will soon regroup. We had best be gone.
Agreed.
Before they...
Okay, and so with the Scythe of Elune, you actually do get a new ability called New Moon, Half Moon, and Full Moon. So what this basically does is does a bunch of astral damage. It's basically calling down the moon to smash an area. And it does also give a butt-ton of astral power, so that's basically a really great way to get as much astral power as you need, and then wail on your enemies with the existing abilities of the Druid. So I can't really show it here, but yeah, it's just basically the moon coming down. And I love it. I thought it was really funny and made many Final Fantasy jokes. But let's go ahead and talk to Revel. Today was a great blow against the Dark Riders, and a victory to the people of Duskwood. They are in your debt, as am I. So the Burdened Born. Your assistance against the Dark Riders has proven a great service to the light. Though our beliefs may separate us, I know that we share one goal. You have allowed me to fulfill my purpose in returning these artifacts to their rightful owners, and for this I am thankful. As for the Scythe of Elune, I can think of no safer place than in your care. May it serve you well against the Legion Drak. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and we're going to go ahead and return to the Dream Grove, as we have claimed the artifact that we worked so hard for. And so yeah, I know at least 3 that hold this exact same kind of quest line, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I like the concept because they are different enough that it does feel unique each time. The fact that Aradin takes on different abilities compared to the Affliction Warlock Scythe compared to the Scythe of Elune, I liked it. So let's go ahead and claim this. And we're not going to read these quests because we already know what's going to happen with them. They don't really change varying on your artifact. But let's go ahead and get into the next portion of these videos that I like trying to do. Sowing the seed.
The seed will need
Yes, we know where to put it, so let's go ahead and look at the various appearances that the Scythe of Elune can take throughout the game, at least for now. I have a feeling they'll add more appearances. Planting the seed.
Good. This seed holds magic from when the world was young.
And there we go, so you can get Sky Wrath, which is increased damage by Lunar Strike and Solar Wrath, and there you go. And so now we also have the appearances of the Scythe of Elune. Here is the basic one that you can take on. And this one actually allows for more of a greenish fell tinge to the scythe, as well as a purple one and a golden one. If you have completed the Class Hall campaign for the Druid, you can then get Envoy of Goldrin, which I personally kind of like this one because it's got a blade just clear down the entire staff. But you can also get this in a blue tinge, a green tinge, a purple tinge, and a golden tinge. And then, of course, if you have done the quest line Balance of Power, you can claim Lunar Call, which this actually may be my ideal Scythe of Elune, at least on my character. I do like the fact that it looks very Night Elf. It also looks very much like it, at least the way that people would imagine the Scythe of Elune was created. It was created from a Scepter of Elune and from Goldrin's Fang, so it does look like the Fang has been attached, even though it looks like a moon. But it still looks really, really cool. This is kind of a whiter tinge to it, a silver tinge. You can get a green one, you can get a purple one, and you can get a blue one. And this would probably be the one that I do. And of course, if you have done PvP, enough so that you've reached rank 50, prestige level 1, and completed Victor Spoils, you get Nightmare's Affliction. And so at that point, it's kind of a more PvP-looking weapon. I gotta say, this is a cool-looking scythe. Especially with that added little fang right in the middle. It also looks like it's got Emerald Nightmare Corruption to it, so that's even better, but PvP for me is just not something I want to do. And you can get that in a golden tinge, you can get in a blue. The red is kind of the basic one, and then you can also get a golden, which looks even kind of darker. And so these are the various appearances that you can get for the Scythe of Elune, which is the Balance Druid artifact weapon. And since we already know what's going to happen in the next couple of quests, I'm actually going to go ahead and end the video here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. I continue to love the good comments, or the comments that I get asking me to do this artifact or that artifact, or just enjoying what I'm doing with the Legion Beta. And of course, we will see you guys next time for the next bit of Legion Beta coverage.